a commercial transaction. This collaboration is repeated again this week when Turner from the Tate opens on Friday night. Not French, but English, quite close, and old, and with Tate brand attached. The French masterpieces had the Musée d'Orsay Paris attached. This is all fine. I love Turner. I've had the opportunity time and time again to see his works in London, and I'm glad that Australian audiences are getting that opportunity. But we have to remember that all these old works were once new, and the artists needed to find ways of selling their art and gaining commissions in order to continue their work. For most of the exhibitions I've mentioned, the artists involved lived in a time when patronage was all, either through royalty or wealthy private philanthropists. In the beginning, Turner trod a fairly orthodox path in painting. He found favour, he found commissions, and once he had established himself, then he began experimenting. He was able to conduct his experiments way ahead of their time without risking his livelihood. And what was marketing for painters of the past? What was that function? How did it happen? Well, royal favour, word of mouth amongst the wealthy elite, and the bestowing of favour from peers in whatever academy prevailed at the time, which in turn might also influence the wealthy elites. No such luck for Van Gogh. Unfashionable, ahead of his time from the start, no framework to support his experiments. Those paintings, which are now almost priceless, in those exhibitions, if you will ever see them tour again, unlikely because of the cost of insuring such valuable pieces of art, which you long to have the chance to market, and to which audiences would flock anywhere in the world, were made by a painter who died unhappy because no one but his brother cared about his work nor knew how to find an audience for it. I ask people in marketing roles to reflect on this. You will often be presented with work with which you are unfamiliar. It may be a present-day Van Gogh, for all you know. It may be work which is new in form and content. It may not look pretty to you, and you will never have heard the work or the artist. How do you find an audience for it? For a start, I have read some shocking, if well-meaning, efforts at trying to do that, trying to couch the unfamiliar work in familiar marketing terms and really missing the mark. The fact is that yours is also an art, and being successful at it requires as much research and creativity as any other artist. In my view, the first thing a marketer has to do is a heap of research about the entire project, the festival, the work, the season, and individual artists and the development of the works. When you have a seasoned work, or one which has at least already premiered, it may feel easier. You'll have had the benefit of the opinions of others, reviews, and production photos. But even then, I wouldn't go that way necessarily. I'd find out how the work was developed, try to get